Beginners, listen up. Today I'll show you the top 8 best new Coursera courses this year. Now I created this list based on my own opinion from reviewing hundreds of courses, but also the reviews from learners and how valuable these skills are on the job market. These courses will help you learn in-demand skills beginners can use to get high-paying jobs. And many of these jobs can be remote as well. And I guarantee that there will be courses on this list that you've never even heard about. So let's begin. And number 1 on the list is going to be the Google Cloud Data Analytics Certificate. And no, it is not the old classic Google Data Analytics Certificate. This is a new version that is focused specifically on cloud. Now, cloud computing is the delivery of computing services over the internet. And this course is kind of combining data analytics skills with leveraging the benefits of cloud. Cloud is the future and the field is only growing, which is why I think it's such a good course to combine these two skills. I know that it might sound a bit confusing how they do this, but I'm gonna break it all down for you. So this course is a beginner level program at 2 months at 10 hours a week and a completely flexible schedule. The goal is to help you launch a career in cloud data analytics, where you'll go from a beginner to job ready in 10 weeks or less, according to Google. Now, I think Google is living in some perfect world where once you have the skills, you get a job right away, but in reality, you are competing against other people. So even if you do have the core skills, you'll still have to learn more to get a job, in my opinion. But there's still a benefit of this course, and that is that everybody wants to become a data analyst, and data analytics is therefore very competitive, especially for beginners. But now we're talking about cloud data analytics, and there is way less people that are focusing on this area, which means that the competition will be lower for jobs. So there's still hope for this certificate. Now, the key things that you'll learn include the benefits of data analytics and cloud computing. You will learn how to apply transformative strategies to data sets to solve business needs, describe key aspects of managing and storing data in Google Cloud, and finally develop skills in the 5 key stages of visualizing data in the cloud. But now let's take a look at the courses more in depth to get a better understanding of what this certificate is actually covering. So the first part is an introduction to data analytics in Google Cloud. Now, Google Cloud is a cloud computing platform owned by Google. Surprise, right? The next course is data management and storage in the cloud. And then we have data transformation, the power of storytelling and visualizing data, and some job preparation resources, all focusing on the cloud. Now, it's so new that there are basically no reviews at this point, but I like that they combine cloud and data because, again, cloud is the future, so knowing these skills will prepare you for the future job market. Now, next up on the list is going to be the Microsoft Project Management Professional Certificate. Now, this one is great for just about anyone, because when you manage a project, it can be any type of project. You might work for some IT project, you might work in marketing, or you might work for a construction project. There are really project management roles everywhere, and your objective is to make sure that the project runs smoothly and that it is completed meeting the requirements and all the deadlines. Now, this course is so new that I would not even look at the reviews because this course will be improved a lot over time. They just launched it, so there might be some errors and things to fix. Now, it is beginner level and with no prior experience or education required, and also 4 months at 10 hours a week to complete. The goal is to help you, simply put, become a project manager. And to do this, you will learn 4 key things. You will learn the terminology, methodology, and best practices, and also be able to apply them to real project management scenarios. But you're also going to be working with Microsoft Excel, which is a popular software used for project management to keep track of everything from expenses to tasks. And you will also learn some relevant content for the PMP exam, which we'll talk more about later. And finally, there is a capstone project, which we'll also cover later. Now, to get a better idea, we're going to look at the courses. And the first one is just covering the fundamentals, and then you'll kind of cover team building and leadership. And this is very important because you're leading a project and there will be people involved in the project. That's how it works. Now, you don't need to be a perfect leader, especially not when you start, and leadership skills are also things that you can learn. Some are of course natural born leaders, but many people just learn these things. And it is also more about understanding people, what actually motivates them, and how to help your team do the right things. You will also learn to work with stakeholders and clients and different processes. And the next few courses will cover specific product management skills and different principles to keep in mind. And the final course is the PMP application process and practice exam, but this is not for beginners, so don't worry about this right now. Now, I think it's a great course for those who want to kind of break into project management, and while it is new, Microsoft has made so many courses that I think it's still a good investment of your time. Moving on to the next certificate, which is going to be the Microsoft IT Support Specialist. Now, this one is also beginner level, but only 3 months at 10 hours a week. And Google actually has an IT support certificate as well, which is double the time. So Microsoft's one is going to be way faster to complete. And some people did actually complain that the Google course was too slow, so that might be a benefit now that it's faster as well. The goal here is to help you prepare for a career as an IT support specialist, but really you can use these skills for any IT job that you get in the future as well. And even if you work for a completely different job in an office, there might be some IT issues that you can fix anyway. Knowing the basics of computers, operating systems, and IT in general is going to be super valuable. Now, there are just 6 courses in this program, and it's going to cover an introduction to computers, some networking, software, hardware, data backup, and a little bit about cybersecurity, which is very important right now as we literally use computers for everything. So if they break or they get attacked, they can cause a lot of harm. And course 5 covers the Microsoft 365 ecosystem, and this is just a mix of different collaboration tools and Microsoft tools in general, which are actually very popular amongst companies. So I do think that learning these will be a plus. The final course is about troubleshooting and just making sure that you can actually help real people with real problems. So if we compare this one to the Google course, I would say that this one focuses way more on just pure IT, whereas Google includes a lot more stuff about customer service. So if you're looking to learn the IT stuff in a faster way, which a lot of you guys are, then I would say that this curriculum is actually more concise and more focused on the IT specifically and less on the customer support side. So great course, great company, and great opportunity overall. Now let's move on to number 4 on the list. Now, this is going to be the Microsoft Cloud Support Associate Professional Certificate, which is a very long name. And before anything here, we just have to define what a Cloud Support Associate actually is. So we just talked about IT support, and we also talked about cloud computing before. And this is kind of where you mix the two together. And you are an IT support person, but you're working with cloud computing specifically. And the goal is to help you launch a career as a cloud support associate. Now, the benefit is also here that you might be focusing more on a specific area, and therefore the competition could be lower as well, instead of being a generalist and competing with just about anyone. The course is also pretty quick, 4 months at 10 hours a week, and there are 12 different courses in the curriculum. I'm gonna go through some of these courses and see if you recognize something or if you find a pattern. The first course is talking about computers, and then networking, software, hardware, and data backup, and then cybersecurity, and Microsoft 365 ecosystem, and then troubleshooting. Now, did you notice something? The thing is that all of these courses are actually a part of the IT support certificate as well. So this cloud course is just kind of extending the IT support course, adding more courses and more material, and focusing on cloud computing. So if you're looking to focus on cloud and Microsoft's cloud tools, I do think that it's a great opportunity, and I am excited to see that this course is now available as well. Now, number 5 is very exciting as well, and it is the Microsoft Cybersecurity Analyst. Now, cybersecurity is actually one of the best fields to get into right now, of course, depending on who you are. And yes, it is not going to be the easiest field. You will have to learn quite a few technical stuff, but the goal of this program is to make it easier for those who want to transition into the field to begin working towards a cybersecurity job. Microsoft and Google are releasing these programs to help upskill people because initially they didn't actually find people with these skills and they were struggling to hire candidates. Anyway, this is a beginner level course at 6 months to 10 hours a week, and it's received a 4.7 rating out of over 1,000 reviews. Now, I've actually skipped reviews for all of the other courses because they've been so new, and this one has been around a couple of months at least, so it's kind of more field tested. Now, let's cover the basics, and you will understand what cybersecurity really is, and learn the core concepts, so it's pretty clear that they're focusing on beginners for this course. Next, you'll learn how to develop and implement mitigation strategies to deal with threats, and you would also learn how to find vulnerabilities and stop people from using these to attack your company and your systems. The entire idea of cybersecurity is to stay ahead of the attacker as much as you can, and when the attacker finally beats you, you want to stop the problem or correct it as soon as possible to minimize the harm they cause. The courses are just basic cybersecurity education, but very useful, and it includes a capstone project where you kind of put everything together. There's also an exam preparation for an external certification if you decide to take it. Now, next up on the list is going to be Google's version, because they actually released a Google Cloud Cybersecurity Professional Certificate, and it is so new that I actually just found out about it when I'm recording this video. It is beginner level and 2 months at 10 hours a week, so a very short course, and the goal is to help you launch a career in cloud cybersecurity. So basically it's more focusing on the cloud aspect of cyber. For this one, I'm not going to go through the entire curriculum, I don't think there's a point, but here it's also really if you're looking to focus on cybersecurity, specifically using Google's tools, because the Microsoft course will be focusing on their tools. If you're more a Google person, this one might be a better option for you. It just kind of depends on what you want to focus on. Now, you've heard us talk a lot about cloud in this video, and if you don't understand what this is, and you want to learn, the next course is great for you. The Google Cloud Digital Leader Training Professional Certificate. And this one is not necessarily specific to one role, unlike the other ones on this list. And this is actually one that anybody could use to boost their careers. This course is going to give you the confidence to talk about cloud, whether you're a manager or you're working in another role, or you're just working with a team of people that are doing some cloud stuff as well. It's going to give you a better understanding of cloud in general. Now, this one is specifically focusing on leaders, but I think it would just be as useful for just about anyone that does not know about cloud and want to learn the basics and kind of work with different team members that are doing this stuff. It's only 1 month at 10 hours a week with no experience necessary to get started, so it's pretty quick to complete as well. The course focuses on Google's cloud computing platform, which is called Google Cloud, and also some AI stuff as well. And I do think that it's a really good option actually, and the reviews are fantastic so far with a 4.8 rating. Even though it's not job specific, it can still give you a very good boost in whatever role that you're working in. Alright, maybe not if you're working as a chef, but you get the idea. Number 8 on the list is the Microsoft UX Design Professional Certificate. And when I'm recording this video, it's actually not even been released, or the main certificate is available, but none of the courses are available, so you cannot really see the material. But I want to stay ahead of the competition, so we're going to cover this one anyway, so you're aware of it when it actually launches. It is beginner level with 2 months at 10 hours a week to complete, and there are 4 different courses, and they cover UX design for beginners, and UX is basically connecting applications and software with the customers. It's making the things nice and easy to use so that people want to use your software. You can have the best technology, but if you don't make it in a way that people want to use it, it does not matter. There are 4 different courses, and although we don't know exactly what they contain yet, we can read a brief description. The first one covers fundamentals of UI and UX design, and the next one covers a little bit more about the actual design for user experience, and you'll be working with some tools like Figma as well. The next course is about user interface and design and prototyping, and a final one is more focused on the practical aspect and kind of having you apply everything to a case scenario. Great opportunity if you want to get into UX. I know that the Google UX certificate has been very popular, so it's kind of exciting to see Microsoft come out with their own version. Now, these are some of the new certificates, but I also made another video on some reliable, proven certificates to help beginners get jobs. This video got a lot of views and amazing feedback from you guys, so check it out somewhere here on the screen if you're interested, and I'll see you over there.